Good day to all. Myself Srija Pobin, lecturer, Department of Microbiology, HVSB Institute of Postgraduate Studies and Research. My paper title is Immunology and Immunotechnology, MBCT 301, and topic is immunity. In this topic, we are discussing about definition, introduction, organization of development of immune system, innate immunity, adaptive immunity, major organs of the immune system, cells of the immune system. Let's see one by one. First of all, it is definition. During the definition, what we have to discuss about what is immunity. Actually, it is a brief content of each and every components which we are talking about under the concept or under the heading of immunity. Immunity is a capability of a multicellular organisms to resist a harmful microorganism from entering their cells. Or we can tell that immunity is the balanced state of multicellular organisms having an adequate biological defense to fight infection or disease or any unwanted biological invasion. So here immunity is actually a capability of a multicellular organisms. It is an ability to resist the harmful microorganisms from entering their cells. If any unwanted things, that may be an organism, or it may be any biological components or anything, but that is not favorable for your cells. That means in a multicellular organisms, it is not favoring. It is an unwanted thing, or it is a foreign substances for that particular organism or the multicellular organism. Then what will happen? It will resist, or that means the body itself is have to be forming a defense system. Okay, so that defense system is actually protecting against this invasion or the unwanted things or the foreign substances. So that is called as the immunity. So immunity is an ability. It is an ability of a multicellular organisms to resist the harmful microorganism from entering their cells, and it is also a balanced state of multicellular organisms having an adequate biological defense in against the defenses to fight against the infection or the disease or any unwanted biological invasion. So it is actually fighting, not fighting against the all the materials which is coming not coming outside the cells. It is not like that. The unwanted things, or we can tell that the foreign substances, and that is actually damaging our cells. That's why the cells have to be provoking, and that will be producing a defense against these particular things. So first, after that, we have to discuss about what is an immune system. So immunity, that is actually an ability of an multicellular organisms to resist against the unwanted things or the foreign substances. But when you are coming to the immune system, that is actually a system is composed of variety of different cell types or the proteins. Okay, that means here the system means what happened here. Most of the function, that means to produce, or we have to do some work or some processing, we need a lot of things or the components. So this all the components in together, we can tell that it is actually concentrated in the heading of system. So here each element perform a specific task. It is aimed at recognizing and or reacting against the foreign material. Why? Because here immunity will be arising against the foreign substances, and that while if it is acting against the foreign substances, what happened? There are a lot of cell components or the other materials is also will be cooperated with that. So that incorporation and there the unity or the formation will also taking place. That's why it is easy to tell that it is a system. So the immune system is actually contains with, or it is composed of a variety of different cell types, and that the function is to be recognizing and or reacting against the foreign material. So here the two terms are very important. First of all, we talk about what is immunity. Second one, why it is the what is it is aimed to the immune system. If it is immune system, so here the system is there, like that your body is actually having a different types of other system, like digestive system, reproduction system, okay, excretory system, like that here immune system is also will be there for a multicellular organism to fight against the foreign substances. And after that we are talking about or discussing about organization and the development of the immune system, how the immune system is developing in a multicellular organism. So immune system is a wonderful collaboration between the cells and the protein that work together to provide a defense against the infection. So very starting onwards we are telling about we have to be fight against the unwanted things. We have to be consider the things to not favorable to the growth of your cells or in favorable to the protection of your body. So there that components we have to be damaged or we have to destruct. So that's why the immune system is developing. So that is a defense mechanisms. Okay, so here immune system is immune system is not only or they cannot even alone, they cannot even to fight. There have to be incorporated or collaboration between the cells and the proteins. Cells and protein we are not have to be taking from any other outside the body. The cells and the components which will be already present in our body, and that cells and the components will be incorporating and will be joined together and make the function of this defense system. So these cells and the proteins do not form a single organ like a heart and liver. We know that there are a lot of other organs are actually there in our body. There is in a multicellular organisms, and this all function is actually there. Other function of this each and every organ is having an other functions. But other than that, we are focusing that how it will be working for the defense system or how it's working for the immune systems. That only we are just have to be concentrating. So here this system is not involved to form an organ like a liver or the liver or heart, but here these have to be incorporated, or they have to be having a collaboration of the other cells and protein to help for the defense against. That means they are making to provoke, or they have to make it the production or the synthesis or the response of the immune system. Instead of this immune system is dispersed throughout the body to provide a rapid responses to the infection. So that each and every cells have to be involved in the directly or indirectly have to be support, not to directly not to relate with the immune system, but they have to need a support of the immune system, because we know that the entry of the organism or the unwanted things or the unwanted or the foreign substances that may happen in any openings like that eyes or nose or the mouth or wherever the entry will be taking place. But what happened everywhere there, the cells have to be directly or indirectly have to be conscious against the defense system. So there it is throughout the body they have to provide a rapid response to the infection. Okay, so that's happening there, the immune system. When the cells is travel through the bloodstream or in the specialized vessels, it is called as lymphatics, because we know that the production or the synthesis will be taking place in one place. It have to be transported, it have to be reached to the different places or the different site in our body. So if the multicellular organisms, their organ and the system is also will be a very other major roles. If they have to be involved in other roles, so obviously they have to be need a good collaboration of the other components. So here they also helpful with the they also need with help of blood. So why it is have to be need a blood? Because we know that blood is have to be reached at each and every cells in our body. Okay, so once if it is reaching there, if the blood is having this the protective defense system or the defense cells, what happen? It will reach each and every site of the body, and then that the way what happen, the defense system have to be more give a more in advanced and more conscious against this the unwanted things or the foreign substances. So here the lymph node and the spleen is providing structures that is facilitate the cell to cell communication. So the communication and the responses and that everything have to be a rapid and that should be have a very strong collaboration or the very strong coordination is also needed. That means if the entry is happening through the mouth, immediately after the mouth it is have to be reaches inside the body. So what happened, the mouth itself or the tonsil itself have to give the responses to the other body part and give that there the entry is happening. You should have to be take care, you should have to be give the response. So that's what happened there in that particular place or in the particular time itself. Your body have to be triggers and response against that the foreign substances, then and there the destructions will be taking place. So that's why we have to talk about the immune system that is become very rapid and very response. Then only what happen if you are having a good or a strong immunity. So if the person is having a strong immunity, matlab what happened there, the maximum destruction of the organism or the any unwanted things that may happening in the then and there. Okay, so it will not have to be go for the other complications thief. Okay, then the development of the cells. The development of the cells of the immune system is begins in the bone marrow and the hematopoietic stem cells, that is blood forming cells. So most in the immune system there are two cells are more important, that nothing other than B cells and the T cells. B cells and T cells is actually lymphocytic stem cells, and that means it's the blood forming stem cells, and where it's maturing depends on that it is classified into B cells and T cells. B cells, that is B for bone marrow, where the maturation and the transformation is taking place in the bone marrow. So that's why it is called as a B cells, and there that in time at times the maturation and the transformation will be taking place. So it is called as a T cells. Later on we have to discuss that. And the cells is also called as a stem cells, that is because all other specialized cell is arising from that. We told that here the stem cells or hematopoietic stem cells, that is called as a blood forming stem cells. Why it is forming? It is the formation is taking place to help to protect the body, or we can tell that it is actually there to taking part in the defense system or the immune system. Because of its ability to generate all immune system or entire immune system, this is the cell that is most important in a bone marrow or hematopoietic stem cell transplant. Okay, so if the body itself have to be very much interested or very much taking care about the immune responses. Okay, so whenever if you are thinking that if the immunity should be strong, the person is having a strong immunity, they don't have to be exposed to a lot of infection. Okay, that means if the infection or the entry of the organism is taking place, then and there their destruction and their inactivation will be taking place. So the person will be protected. Okay, if they related to the embryonic stem cells, it is distinct cell type. The most cases the development of one cell type is independent to the other cell type. So here we are talking about how the development or organization will be taking place. Here most important thing, the stem cells formation, that is hematopoietic stem cells, the blood forming stem cells will be forming, and from that stem cells what happened, that the primary response or the primary defense system of the immunity or the primary defense system will be arising, and from that what happened, the stem cells is actually will be specialized the cells to arise from it, and it is ability to generate the entire immune system. And embryonic stem cells, that is also distinct cell type. It is the development of the one cell type is independent to the other cell. If the cell is forming in one way, so that will be independently developing, and that is different from the other cell types. And if you are talking about innate and adaptive immunity, that is also very important in the immune system. That is innate immunity, matlab the responses of that it is relay the cells to require no additional training. And these cells are included neutrophils, monocyte, natural killer cells, and the set of proteins and termed as a complement protein. Innate responses to the infection occurs rapidly and reliably, and even the infants have an excellent innate immune responses. So when you are talking talking about the immunity, the two terms are very important, that is innate immunity and the adaptive immunity. Innate immunity matlab in from the born, as a born, during the time of born, if the child is just born in, or the from the parent to the fetus, there the immunities have to be transferred through the mother to the fetus. So that means during the time of birth, the child is itself is have to be need, or itself is getting that immunity. So that immunity is actually it is transferring from mother to child. That time what happened, they did not need any more other function like a training, or we can tell that during other transformation or the other helping tendency is not have to be much needed during the time of this innate immunity. So the response is have to be very quick, and they have to be involved without any other type of the helping hands. So here what happened, the child, even the infant is also having an excellent innate immune responses. So here it require no additional training to their job. They themselves is know that what is their function, and they will keep on doing. So the cells include neutrophils, monocyte, natural killer cell. These all are the examples, or these all are the cell components which will be helpful for the innate immunity. When you are talking about the adaptive immunity, the name itself is telling that they have to need to adapt. That means adaptive responses are comprised, it is compromised the second category, and it is also response involved in the T cells and the B cells. These two cell types is required training. So that's why we told that during the stem cells is lymphatic stem cells is actually will be developing, and it is maturing in the different place. Once if your the production will be taking place in one site, and another they have to be transformed, or they have to be transplanted, translocated into the other place, and there the maturation is taking place. So these B cells and T cells is actually there in the part of the adaptive immunity. So the advantages of the adaptive responses are either long-lived memory and the ability to adapt to new germs. So what will happen if you have to be exposed to any type of infection, any viral infections? What will happen? Your body will recognize that it is a virus, and the body start to producing the interferons against this virus, and in short what will happen, it will deactivate the virus. So that memory, or which way that antibodies have to be, or the which way it have to be prevent that the particular germs or that particular virus, they have to be keep in mind, and the next time this will be happening, exposure of the same organism will happen, what happen, the memory system will provoke, and it will give a quick responses. So that is the main advantages of adaptive immunity. Innate immunity, you cannot even expect this type of memory failing. Once if it is reduced, it will be immediate effect, and it will be immediately response against the foreign substances. Central to the both categories of the immune responses is the ability to distinguish the foreign invaders. That means the things that need to be attacked from our own tissues, and they need to be protected. So see, if you are fighting against the cells, obviously they have to be responsible for our own cells. So they have to be recognized that no, it is not to be a unwanted things, or it is not to be an organism, it is actually our own cells. So their differentiations have to be taken place. This differentiation is actually will be occurred with the help of the immune responses. So that's why they need a training. They must know that. For example, if you are talking about if any strangers is coming to your home, elders obviously they know that how to treat. But if the children are there, then what will happen? We have to be train the children. We have to train the child like that. If any strangers is coming, you don't have to be open the doors, and how you have to treat the child, how you have to treat the strangers. This is the way you have to train the child. That means you need to train. So that training they needs, if the elders they don't have to, if you are telling them, okay fine and good, they know that how you have to behave. But the children, they don't know that is it a stranger or it will be a relative. So if you are both the case, what will happen? You must know, and you have to recognize that the person is coming, is it your relative or is it a stranger. So what will happen that time? During the time of your training, or during giving the instruction to the child, you must be capable to understand that the child have to be recognized that if it is a stranger or it may be your relative. If you are okay, if you have to see before that, okay, you can understand that it is your relative. But if you know, if anybody is very new to that child, they don't recognize that, so they needed some training. The same way here, what happened in the innative and adaptive immunity also, you have to be during the time of adaptive immunity, you have to give the instructions, you have to give to transform that the way the cells have to be our own cells. Yeah, it is an unwanted things, it is an unwanted or the foreign substances. This way you have to need to be recognized, or they have to be differentiate that among the cells. Okay, so in this initial responses, it serves to be alert the trigger the adaptive response, which can be taken several days to fully advance. So during the time of innate immunity, we told that innate immunity will be recognized and they will be react immediately after the entry. So once if the innate immunity will be reacting on, against the organism or the foreign substances, what will happen? Initially the response is served to alert or trigger the adaptive responses. So what happen? Once the immunity, innate immunity will be have to be managed, or it have to be destruct that organism or the unwanted things or the foreign substances continuously. What will happen? It will be continually to trigger the adaptive immunity, and that cells is also will be arising, and that will be also have to be transformed, and it will be taking part for the destruction of the foreign substances. And early in the life, the innate responses are most prominent, but the newborn infants do have an antibodies from their mother, but do not make their own antibodies for several weeks. So when we are talking about the innate immunity, we told that in the newborn children is also having a innate immunity. How they acquire that the immunity, it is actually transferred from mother to the fetus. So like that, what happened? If the immunity of adaptive immunity also there is not to make their own antibodies for the several weeks, because antibody production will be there. That is actually the part of adaptive immunity. So that will not be possible for several weeks. So first what happened, as a newborn baby, their protection is actually from the mother to fetus and innate immunity. Okay, so in a mother to fetus immunity is actually helpful for the during the childbirth time, or we can tell that they need so for several weeks they have to be protected from that protected through the innate immunity. And now we have to discuss about the major organs of the immune system. There are 7 important organs are there. They have to be involved for your immune system. Which are they? Thymus, liver, bone marrow, tonsils, lymph node, spleen and blood. These are the 7 important organs. They will be helpful for your immune system. Let us see one by one. Thymus is an organ. It is located in the upper chest. And immature lymphocytes leave bone marrow and find their way to the thymus. They are educated to become a mature T cells. In the starting, we told that there are the 2 cells which are more important in the immunity, that are B cells and the T cells. B cells and the T cells, how it is actually a immature lymphocytes. But once if it is originated from bone marrow, that's why it's called as a B cells. So first, if it is leave the bone marrow, and what will happen? They find the way to the thymus, where it is called as, and their development will be taking place. So that means they will be converted into the mature T lymphocytes. And next one, it is a liver. So the liver is a major organ. It is responsible for synthesizing the proteins to the complement system. Okay, so here what will happen? We told that there are 7 organs are involved in your immune system. The first one is thymus, where what happened? Once the lymphocytic immature lymphocytes have to be mature in the thymus, so that's again will be converted into the mature T lymphocytes. Another one, liver. Liver is actually responsible for synthesizing the proteins for the complement system. Complement system is again, it is very important role in the function in the immune response or the immunity. So here the complement systems need that the components that is actually you are getting from that the liver. Okay, so in addition, contains a large number of phagocytic cells is also will be present in the liver cell. What is the mean by phagocytic cells? Phagocytic cells is actually there to a first defense system. So primary defense system, that means after immediately entry of the foreign substances, these phagocytic cells will go there, they will attach them, they will attach with that the foreign substances, and they will try to engulf or to try to inactivate that material or the substances. So that is where they will be working in the defense system or in the immune responses. So phagocytic cells is actually ingest the bacteria in the blood, and it is passes through the liver. So the liver is actually having a responsible for main function is synthesizing protein. Another one, it also have the phagocytic cells, and that will be helpful for to ingest the bacteria in the blood. Why we have to purify the blood? Because the blood is actually going each and every place of your body. If the blood is having blood itself is having the impurities, or if this self is having the organism, what will happen? It will damage your all the system, or it will start to damage your organs. So that's why what happened, the blood purification is also needed. That is also will be helpful for the main organ of liver. Third one, it is bone marrow. The bone marrow is a location where all the cells immature immune system begins their development to the primitive stem cells. Development of all these stem cells or the hematopoietic blood forming stem cells, that is actually started from the bone marrow. Tonsils are the collection of phagocytes in the throat region. And the lymph nodes, that is lymph nodes are a collection of B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes throughout the body, and the cells congregate have lymph nodes to communicate each other. So the fifth main important organ, that is lymph node. Lymph nodes are the collection of B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes, that is actually the immature form of the B cells and T cells. From that, what will happen, it will transform, or it is translocated into the thymus and the bone marrow, where there the maturation will be taking place. Okay, so we are discussing about the organs which will be involved in the immune system. First one we are talking about the thymus, second one we talk about the liver, and the third one is bone marrow, fourth one tonsils, and fifth one is lymph node, and the sixth one is spleen. Spleen is also having a collection of T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, and monocytes, and it serves to filter the blood. We told that their filtration is also taking place in the liver. Other than that, the spleen is also will be helpful to filter the blood and provides a site of organisms or the cells of immune system to interact. Why it have to be interact? Because they have to be interact with other components that will also supporting the production of the immune response. Okay, and the seventh and the last organ which will be helpful for the helping for the immunity, that are blood. Blood is a circulatory system that carries and proteins of the immune system from one part of the body to the other. Once it's the transportation, that transportation is only that is actually a major role in the immunity. That means transportation is only, if the transportation is taking place, then only what will happen, the production or the synthesis component will be taking place to the targeted cells. That means targeted cells or the damaged cells, where there the organisms have to be entered through and damage that cell. Immediately after the entry, what will happen, it will enter in the vegetative cells or in our body or the system. Then what will happen, they start to kill that the organisms or the destruct that the organisms. So what will happen, if there the antibodies do not produce during that time, what will happen, for prolonged time, what's happening, the organisms have to be more strong, and they cannot even to get rid of that the patient body or the host body. So here blood is actually helpful for circulating that carriers and proteins of the immune system from one part of the other part. So these are the 7 important organs that will be involved in the directly and indirectly involving to the departmental activities, or we can tell that will be helpful for the immunity. Which are they? First one, it is thymus, second one is liver, then bone marrow, then again we have to talk about that the blood, spleen, and another one we have to talk about that the thymus, bone marrow, again lymphocytes, spleen and the blood. These are actually about the organs which will be helpful for. That means again now we have to talk about the cells of the immune system. Which are the cells which will be cells which are involved in the immune system? They are bone marrow, stem cells, thymus, B cells. So when you are talking about the bone marrow, that is actually the site of the body where the most of the cells, the immune systems are produced and immature in the stem cells. Stem cells, these are the potential differentiate the major